On Thursday, for the first time in 11 days, opposition supporters took to the streets again in Tehran to protest the election results. Thursday is also the 10th anniversary of student demonstrations in 1999 that were put down violently. Looking back now at those scenes from 1999, it's striking how similar the images look to what we've seen in the last several weeks in Iran. And in many ways, what's at stake is the same as well. There's been a struggle between relative reformers and relative hardliners for power and control inside Iran's political system. The demonstrations in 1999 were sparked by the closing down of a reformist newspaper associated with the then president, Mohammad Khatami. In recent weeks, Mr. Khatami has also supported the opposition and called for the election results to be overturned. What we've seen today in Iran is apparently a relatively large number of smaller demonstrations of several hundreds or perhaps 1,000 people gathering and dispersing. The reason for this seems to be that the security forces won't allow large crowds to gather, but one of the results of that has been that there's actually been quite a lot of video footage for the first time in several days of rallies in different parts of the city. They seem to have been located essentially close to Tehran University, where the student demonstrations in 1999 took place and were centered, but they spread out to streets around the city, and people gathered, chanted, dispersed, and then seemed to reform and demonstrate further as the day went on. Due to the severe restrictions placed on first-hand reporting in Iran by the authorities, we've again had to rely on blogs, Facebook pages, information we've gathered from Twitter and YouTube to try to piece together a sense of what's happening in Iran. And in a sense, the protesters continue to cover the events themselves. It's quite striking that in Iran, despite all the restrictions by the authorities, despite a block on cell phone usage, SMS text messaging being down, and restrictions on the internet, that the protesters and opposition supporters still seem to be able to document their own rallies and get this information out to the world.